2K Sports presents the NBA. Monday Night Basketball is coming right up. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. David Aldridge joins us from the sideline. Here's what the Timberwolves have lined up on their schedule. On Thursday, they'll begin a road trip starting in Chicago against the Bulls. And then on Friday, they'll tip off a homestand starting with the Portland Trail Blazers.
And for that game against the Trail Blazers, that's one that I'm particularly curious about. Should be a fun matchup with the rosters those teams have.
Here's the starting group for the Charlotte Hornets. The guard spots filled in by Ball and Miller. Bridges out there with Mark Williams. And it's Okogie in at the 3 spot. And for the Timberwolves, Edwards on the wing. He's joined by McDaniels. Rudy Gobert is out there with Julius Randle. And it's Conley in at point guard. Tip-off goes to Charlotte. Greg is a player. How long does the excitement of a new season last?
I'd say it starts to wear off right about now. You got to start bringing your own motivation to every game, and you need to provide your own energy. And you can put Miller on either side of that pick and roll action. He has a terrific IQ.
Baseline jumper. And there's Edwards on the assist from Conley.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
Here's Okogie. Pass to Williams. The kick out to Ball. Second shot opportunity. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Minnesota with the ball, getting their first look of the season at this Hornets team.
And it was a matchup you thought they would have cruised through, but they actually dropped the game in this series last year.
You know, it was 1-1 split from two teams on the opposite side of the standings. And, you know, as we've said many times, anything can happen when you play out of conference.
Now here's Edwards. Turned in an outstanding game against San Antonio. Pass to Gobert. Goes back up. That's another look. And another shot. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That's on Mark Williams.
I like seeing Gobert use the shot fake because it's an effective way to get the defenders into the paratroopers club.
The first one at the line is good. Clark, in terms of young superstars, it doesn't get much better than Anthony Edwards.
Amen to that, partner. Every franchise wants a franchise player. Minnesota, I think, hit the jackpot drafting Edwards first overall back in 2021. Last year, we saw Ant-Man take it to another level, making his first of what I think will be many All-NBA teams.
And Gobert drops them both.
You know, when Rudy Gobert is down low, it strikes fear into the opponent. This is a guy who has led the league in blocks and rebounds at different times. Inside the paint, he is just a nightmare to battle against.
And it's Williams throwing it down.
Pretty smart play that time by Ball, calling for a pick and roll to throw the defense off the scent a little bit.
Outside Edwards. Pass to McDaniels. With the fadeaway. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in.
McDaniels saying to himself, okay, you want to give me that? I'll take it.
Here's Ball. And Ball slams it in.
Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on him.
And, you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
And we've got a timeout called from Chris Finch. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team.
And as far as the three-point shooting goes, a weakness, no doubt. They're in the bottom third of the league, and really a disappointing season for them from beyond.
And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Over in the corner, Edwards. It's rebounded by Charlotte.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Bridges passes to Okogie. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there.
No one to blame on that one but himself. You get looks like that, you've got to take advantage.
Gobert with a screen for Conley. Hands it from downtown.
I'll tell you, you give Conley the ball and trust him to make the right decision.
Miller outside. And out of bounds as the Timberwolves gain possession.
Okay, a chance to check out the numbers for Miller. Some last season stats for him. Last year averaged 17 points a game, 4 rebounds, and 2 assists. And every team in the league needs shooting. That's what he brings coming off the pine.
Yeah, there's always a demand for shooters, man. Half jumper will travel, I'm telling you. Most championship teams, they have a bunch of those guys who can put it in the basket.
Now here's Randall. His last outing, he had 24 points. For 3, Edwards. Misses that one. He's made 1 and missed 2 this game so far. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
I had a chance to catch up with Chris Finch. In talking to Coach, he discussed the hidden talents of LaMelo Ball. Coach said he's still a young player in this league, but we can't take that lightly. We've seen what he's done to soft defenses. We need to be physical. So we'll see if that defense tightens up for them. Guys?
Thanks, David. Releases, and he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron.
Getting the ball to somebody ready to stroke it. Selfless play by Edwards there.
Ball, the pass to Bridges. Miller with a wide open look. Solid as a rock from 20 feet away. Minnesota's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Now here is Conley. Outside Edwards. A 3-ball. They grab their own miss. Gobert. Williams with the defensive effort.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Minnesota shooting 36% in this first quarter, trying to get their bearings. Here's Edwards. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Anthony Edwards is a classic two-guard, Clark, a spectacular player. What has impressed you most about his development?
Well, he's got a great body. He had it when he got into the league after just 1 year of college. Tremendous basketball body, strength and length and bounce. Now he's worked on refining his skill. I think the biggest thing that's impressed me is not only his work ethic, but his poise. He's not a guy that plays frantically. He plays with intentionality and purpose, and that's a tough thing to do when you've got his athletic ability and you're as young as he is.
And the Timberwolves making a change here. Garza's checked in. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. And, Greg, it didn't take long for Anthony Edwards to prove himself in the NBA.
There's so much to like about his game. As outstanding as his offense is, his defense cannot be overlooked. He is a lockdown presence when he needs to be.
And so it's Charles Lee calling timeout. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. And now, courtesy of the 2K leaderboard, here are the teams that led the NBA in block shots last year. Fifth, the Timberwolves.
They've got a number of guys that can deny you when you take that ball inside. That's why they're one of the best shot blocking teams in the league, at least they were last year, because they worked well together and they made it a priority.
To the paint, here's Williams, and it's Williams finishing it off.
Man, can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
Alexander Walker with the ball. Pass to Ingles. Shoots the three. Good on the three-point shot.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Hornets trail by 3. Ball with it. Picked up by Edwards. Here's Ball. He's got 5. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Miller against DiVincenzo. Pass to Alexander Walker. And that one drops.
Good find that time by DiVincenzo, an unselfish player always looking to make the extra pass.
And so it's Ball with it. He brings it up for the Hornets. He made that one. Basket number 3 for him. He's also missed 2.
Seems like he can't miss right now, guys. I mean, completely in the zone this quarter.
Alexander Walker on the wing. DiVincenzo against Ball. DiVincenzo passes to Alexander Walker. Rebound by Williams.
Usually, guys, he's going to knock that one down from there. Proficient at operating in that medium range area.
Miller kicks to Ball. That's in, coming off an assist from Miller. Miller's got 3 assists in the game.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
Alexander Walker on the wing. Reed in the post. He's against Williams. Reed gets the bucket.
I tell you, I love the effort from the defense there, but inside, Reed just had the strength to overpower him.
Miller, the pass to Williams. Outside, Ball. They get it back. Bridges kicks to Ball. Another shot. Takes it inside. Makes the bucket. Now he's got 5 field goals. 5 for 8 in the game.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
One thing this team likes about Miles Bridges, Greg, he plays a lot. He's always there.
And Kevin, on a couple occasions, Bridges has been near the top in minutes played. He's got that strong 6'7" frame, and it holds up well over the season.
And it's tied up with that one. You know, Greg, one thing you notice, we were just talking about this with the Hornets in recent years, a lot of changing lineups.
And you expect that with the team, with where they're at. They're looking for any advantage game to game and trying to build that identity as a franchise.
And the Hornets making a change here. Nurkic checked in for Mark Williams. Williams comes in for Josh Okogie. Smith checked in for Brandon Miller. And it's Trey Mann in for Ball. One thing you know you're going to get from Bridges, he can really score.
That has never been a problem for him. He's always been able to put it in the basket. He's got a really good feel and stays in attack mode when he's on the offensive end.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly.
It's stolen by DiVincenzo. And now the Timberwolves on the break. Reed finds Edwards. Over Williams. The baseline jumper goes down. Edwards got 6.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Now, here's Bridges. 1:25 left in the first. And that's a foul called on Naz Reid. That's his first foul. Some changes for Charlotte. Josh Green comes in for Bridges. And it's ball in for Smith. .124 left in the first quarter of the game. Ball, the pass to Nurkic, and Charlotte turns it over again.
And they were ranked third in three-point shooting. They can burn you from deep as well as they shot it. The three-pointer really has become the focal point of their offense.
And Greg, you talked about their killer defense, holding opponents to the lowest shooting percentage in the league. They just shut teams down. Smith checked in for Green. Here's DiVincenzo. No scoring in this one. Outside Edwards. Shoots over man. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. And now a 4-point Timberwolves lead. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Anthony Edwards is figuring things out. He said there's levels. My first few years, I looked for my shot and nothing else. I've learned that I can't win without my teammates and that I have to throw them the ball too. It's a team game. I know that now. Kevin, I know it too, so I'm throwing it back to you.
And you're the best teammate we could have. Thank you, David. Now, here is Smith. Joe Ingles missing his last shot. Smith, the pass to man. It's good, the assist that time from Smith.
Not sure what the defense was thinking. I mean, you can't leave this guy open from deep.
Minnesota's gone 2 of 5 from three-point land here in the first quarter. Alexander Walker passes to Reed. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. On the wing, man. Plenty of space. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down. Man's got 5 points so far. Fires from way outside. LaMelo Ball getting it done for Charlotte. He comes away with 11 points in the quarter and is showing no signs of fatigue. We've got more in store for you right after this. And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. In a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for Charlotte.
They've been so aggressive, going strong at the defense, looking to score off of that penetration.
Taking what the defense gives them, guys. I mean, the mid-range shot is available, and they're knocking it down from there. I love it.
Last outing for Charlotte was a loss to the Boston Celtics.
Yeah, they made some spectacular plays in it right to the very end. Just couldn't get over the hump.
Yeah, you know, they didn't have their best stuff, but they were still getting after it, so you got to really appreciate the effort and hustle.
We've got Nickeil Alexander-Walker. Anthony Edwards out there with Dante DiVincenzo. Then it's Joe Ingles, and it's Reed in at the 5 down low. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Timberwolves. For Minnesota, they have been solid at the line so far, 4 for 4. And the first one drops. You know, Greg, when you look at the Timberwolves' history, the first round had been a problem for them. But not last year, as they swept the Phoenix Suns.
And you got to look at it as being a tremendous success, right? Because going into the season, I don't know that anyone thought they would have made it to the conference finals. But, boy, that young group gelled well together, and the sky's the limit for the future.
Where there's a lot of emphasis on three-point shooting, Greg. What's your opinion of that?
Well, Kevin, you know, stretching the D isn't just about how far out they have to defend. It's the distance between that and how far in you have to defend. That's why analytics favors shots at the rim and from distance.
Randall's got an unorthodox game, but he's got a good, strong upper body, which makes him a very consistent scorer inside.
Pass to Williams from the arc. Drills the three-pointer. And the Hornets lead by 1.
Textbook. Nice pass. Great catch. Even better finish.
Randall surveying the D. Here's Shannon. That's in. Coming off an assist from Randall.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Now here's Ball. He's got 11. Shoots over DiVincenzo. And there's another one for the Hornets.
Ball showing a lot of effervescence on the offensive end, and it's probably infectious for the rest of his squad.
Pass to Shannon. Looking for Gobert. He gets it there. Great D that time from Nurkic. 2 minutes now played in the second quarter. And it's Ball penetrating, and Ball slams it in.
Hey, this mix of agility, instinct, athleticism, Ball able to drive right in for the big throwdown.
Pass to Shannon, back to Randall. Gobert trying to get open. Rebound by Nurkic. Nurkic has got rebound number 5 here tonight. For 3, Smith. Julius Randle with the rebound. The Timberwolves trail. Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. Here's DiVincenzo. Bounces high off the rim and drops.
Well, that's a nice play. DiVincenzo's a bankable jump shooter from just about any range.
DiVincenzo against Ball. On the top of the key. Gobert pulls it in. Gobert's got his 5th rebound in this one. Randall outside. Pulls from the top of the key. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls. Randall's got his 2nd basket of the game. Smith outside. Pass to Williams. Ball with it. Defended by DiVincenzo. Yep, that one goes in there. Ball's got 6 here in this quarter. And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. Randall outside. Over to the left wing. From downtown. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Shannon's got 6.
They are shooting nearly 50% from beyond the arc, and their confidence is growing.
Outside, Ball. Shoots over DiVincenzo. Again, Ball missing. Timberwolves leading by 3. Now DiVincenzo. 12 points his last outing. Tries it from 19. Randall no good. And it's Smith with the ball. He brings it up for the Charlotte Hornets. And at home for the next game, it'll be Detroit pulling into town. That game marks the first half of a quick 2-game homestand. Looking at Minnesota, they took the win in their last game against the Spurs. The Special K, we know the trade for Rudy Gobert took some time to click, but now it's looking like a great move.
Well, you know, figuring out how to play 2 bigs in this day and age with the way the game is played, pretty tricky, a slippery slope. And they stayed with it, to their credit, the Minnesota Timberwolves. And once they got it sorted out, Gobert was a force with his defense and his scoring out of the pick and roll. And I think one of the things undervalued in Gobert's improvement is the addition of Mike Conley. They've got a tremendous relationship, and I think Mike Conley's presence has been a real asset for Gobert as well.
And the Timberwolves with possession here. Following the bucket by the Hornets, Alexander Walker passes to Shannon. Clock at 6. And once again off the mark by Minnesota. Charlotte has gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
Now here's Randall. The shot from the low post is good. Randall's got the game tied up here for Minnesota.
Really starting to find himself now, guys, after getting shut out in the first quarter.
And timeout is called by Charles Lee. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. A new lineup here for the Timberwolves. So an almost entirely new group in now for Charlotte. Williams, he's checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. Miles Bridges comes in for Grant Williams. Okogie's checked in for Smith. And it's Brandon Miller in for Trey Mann. Bridges passes to Okogie. Ball against Edwards. Goes up the baseline. Ball no good. Minnesota's gotten fewer than half of their three-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9. Pass to McDaniels. Ingles in the corner. Jacks up a three. And the rebound goes to the Hornets. Miller, the pass to Bridges. Here's Okogie. Charlotte moving it around. Shots good by Miller.
And that's one way to extend the lead. Continue to light it up from long range. They have all the confidence in the world right now from the three-point line.
Now here is Conley. Pass to Reed. There's the triple. Sinks the three-pointer. Reed's got 5.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Here's Williams. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. And the Hornets lead by 2. Here is Conley. It's Edwards on the wing. Pass to Ingles. Launches it. It's rebounded by Charlotte. Bridges has got his 4th rebound in this one. Clark with the Hornets, they were hit with injuries as hard as any team in the NBA in the 23-24 season.
Kevin, I couldn't agree with you more. They were so unfortunate in that regard, and it's not anything you can control, and it made it almost impossible for them to have a productive season because of those injuries.
Conley scanning the floor, and here's Ingles outside. Finds the hole for the second time from the floor. Now 2 for 5.
Another dime in the stellar career of dime dropping by Mike Conley. I tell you, he's dropped thousands of dimes in his career.
Now here's Bridges. He's coming off a 10-point game against Boston.
And he was relentless in that one. I mean, he wanted to be the first to every rebound and almost was.
The Hornets have gone 1 for 2 on the night so far from the line.
Yeah, and 79% from the line as a team a season ago. Pretty reliable in that regard.
First one falls for him. There's always a surprise, isn't there, Clark, in the offseason? Let's go back to 2022. That offseason, The Timberwolves going all in on Rudy Gobert.
Basically, Kevin, they traded 5 firsts plus a bunch of good players for Gobert. It was derided at the time, and I can understand why, but Rudy's defense has taken them to another level, and he's actually been a little better offensively than people thought he would be.
Now here's Conley. Pass to Edwards. Puts up a 3. Bridges with the board. Bridges has got 5 rebounds tonight.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
We've seen it time and time again in games. Effort and determination on the glass can make up for a lot of other weaknesses.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Alder.
Kevin, the new leadership in Charlotte has made it clear that it's not going in for quick fixes. The goal is sustained success, building with youth and development. Call it roster flexibility or a blank slate. But with some promising young players and more health, there's nowhere to go but up. Kevin?
Health is huge. That's the hope. Hey, David, thank you. Reed misses. Hornets leading by 5. To the inside. And it's slammed in by Bridges.
That athletic ability gets Bridges to the rim there. He almost totally shrugged off the defense.
Minnesota's gotten the three-point bug tonight. They've taken 15 shots outside the arc. They're 6 of 15. Reed with a screen on Miller. No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. And the 3-ball is good.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively. Even with every shot clanging off the rim, he seems determined to keep hoisting up these threes. It might be time to get inside of that arc.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
Floats it up for Williams. LaMelo Ball getting it done for Charlotte. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. We'll get right back to the action when we return.
Welcome, folks. It's halftime, and the Charlotte Hornets are in the midst of a very close game.
This is some retro hoops, pounding the ball inside with intent. Man, I know you love this, big fella.
No need to take a million jumpers. Work with the rock down low. Good things will happen, don't you know?
Ooh, you're rhyming and didn't even know it. A poet.
And moving along, a metric for that first half. Love me some metrics. Checking out the top performer on each team.
These two guys have been very competitive with one another. Fans are getting their money's worth right now.
That said, I feel like the guy who can incorporate his teammates in the second half, he's got the best chance to walk away with the W.
And that is a wrap. Now let's send you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third quarter.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Man, we're seeing a tremendous game from LaMelo Ball.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
And so Conley will bring the ball up for Minnesota. Setting the floor for the Hornets. The guard spots filled in by Ball and Miller. Williams is out there with Bridges, and it's Okogie in at the small forward position.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
It's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots.
Ball with the bucket.
Ball will not let his opponent just own the arc. He can knock it down from there, too. So competitive.
To the wing on the left. Reed with a screen for McDaniel. Hornets with the rebound. Williams has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's a Kogi. Julius Randle with the rebound. The Timberwolves trail. Edwards looking it over. Over Bridges. And it falls over the rim and in. Edwards got 5 points now this quarter.
Yeah, you know, once Edwards flips that switch, now he stays fully engaged. His offensive arsenal is on full display.
Edwards against Ball. It's stolen by Randle. It's Edwards on the wing. 16 points for him.
Edwards just doesn't allow defenders to bottle him up. Great focus and persistence.
Clark, if you had one word to describe Mike Conley, what would it be?
Reliable, steadfast, dependable. Now, I know that's 3, but I wanted to give you 3 different words I could use to describe him. Only 2 seasons in his whole career has he not played at least 50 games. That speaks to durability and professionalism.
It's rebounded by Charlotte. And here is Bridges. He has 5.
Excellent dribble move by Bridges. He keeps polishing that part of his game every year.
The Timberwolves have gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Here's McDaniels. Randle from outside. Rebound by Kogi. Charlotte in the lead. Here's Bridges. And the layup's good off the glass. Bridges has got 9 points.
Everything going to plan here to start the third. 80% shooting thus far.
Now here's Randle. 6 points for him. Williams with the block.
I wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the backboard.
It's clearly been their edge, and in a close game like this, you look for every edge you can find.
Here's Randle. The layup off target. Hornets leading by 4. Ball with it. Conley picks him up. Here's Miller. Clark, we've all heard the comparisons. Brandon Miller plays a lot like a young Paul George.
And you know, it makes a ton of sense when you consider that Paul George is Brandon Miller's favorite player. So he spent a bunch of time studying how PG gets it done and putting those moves into his own book bag.
And timeout is called by Charles Lee. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. And some changes here for the Timberwolves. Gobert comes in for Naz Reid. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Mike Conley. That free throw, no good. In recent seasons, the Charlotte Hornets, Clark, have been very active in the trade market.
Well, it seems like they're always wheeling and dealing. I mean, they're on a quest for that perfect fit lineup, moving pieces around, trying to find the right recipe for success.
Looking at who's out there now for the Timberwolves. Joe Ingles, who's checked in for McDaniels. And Nickeil Alexander-Walker in for Edwards. He hits the second from the line. Greg, this is some kind of note. Last year, Minnesota, for just the second time, had ever won a series in the postseason.
Yeah, they've been bounced in the first round, 10 of 12 appearances. But last year's team was different. Their elite defense fueled the conference finals run. That's the kind of D that you're not going to find success with, guys. They've got to get a hand in the face.
Ball against DiVincenzo. Outside, Ball. Shoots over DiVincenzo. Ball, no good. Minnesota's gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the third quarter. That's a 2 from Randall. And all around the rim that time before dropping in. Randall's got 8.
And the evolution of Randall's jumper, it has been fun to watch. He's continuing to make it more lethal.
Back to Ball. Lets it go from deep. Rebound by Alexander Walker. Timberwolves have gone even 5 of 10 on shot attempts in the third. Gobert the pass to Alexander Walker. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
Gobert can look over the top of just about any defense right there. Delivers a nice pass.
Bridges outside. Back to Ball. Williams a screen on DiVincenzo. And again, the Hornets missing.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
You know, guys, it seems to me as though he's over anxious. He seems to be pressing, trying too hard, moving too fast. Just needs to calm himself down and wait for good shots.
It's stolen by DiVincenzo. And he banks in the layup. Randall's got the lead up to 5 now for the Timberwolves.
A versatile guard, DiVincenzo is excellent at hitting his teammates in their spots.
And timeout is called by Charles Lee. He wants to talk to his guys. And the Hornets making a change here. Mann's checked in. With a break in the action, we go to the 2K leaderboard. See the teams that excelled at slowing the pace down a campaign ago. The Timberwolves, number 1.
Defense was their identity, and that's how they're going to beat you. And they did it better than anyone in the league.
Mann with it, defended by Alexander Walker. Miller kicks to Bridges. Charlotte again missing.
Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
You know, guys, no denying it's been a rough patch here. I think they've got to run whatever is best in their playbook to get a good shot.
And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
And with those points, he puts an end to that 10-0 run by the Timberwolves.
What do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Timberwolves?
Well, you know, throughout this game, they've shot the ball extremely well from downtown. Their shooters are getting open and letting it fly.
And their passing has been great as well. Ball movement is key in getting good looks, and they've had that down tonight.
You know, one of the things that endeared Miles Bridges to his college coach was he was a superstar in talent, but played with a blue-collar mindset.
DiVincenzo with it. Pass to Alexander Walker. Hits it from 3-point range. Alexander Walker's got 9 points now in the quarter.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Now, Mann. Bridges, right side. Down low. It's stolen by Gobert. It's Randall with the drive. Count it. Good. Randall's got 12.
Showing quickness off the dribble, something that separates Randall from most other power forwards.
Miller outside. Pass to Bridges. Williams a screen on Randall. Buries the long-range jumper. Bridges has got 10 points here in the second half.
Well, you can see the work being put in on that particular shot for Bridges, and his confidence as a result is continuing to grow.
On the wing, Ingles. A three-pointer off the mark.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Pass to man. Gobert against Williams. Miller outside. Offline with his three. Timberwolves leading by 4. Here's DiVincenzo. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. LaMelo Ball picks one up.
DiVincenzo smartly getting into the defense there, drawing a foul inside while taking the shot. That's a smart offensive play by DiVincenzo.
For Minnesota, they have shot a good percentage from the free throw line so far. They've made 5 out of 6. Free throw drops for DiVincenzo.
Boy, the upside DiVincenzo has is obvious. I mean, now it's up to him to continue working on his game and keep getting better.
Catching up on the changes for Charlotte. Yusuf Nurkic comes in for Williams. And Grant Williams is subbed in for Ball. And so DiVincenzo nails both of them. Hornets trail by 6. Now, man, he's got 8. Pass to Bridges. Miller with the ball. And Miller throws it down hard.
Add that to the highlight reel for Miller. I'm sure it'll grow quickly.
Minnesota's got more than a 50% success rate on their three-pointers since halftime. They're 4 of 7. Now here's Randall. He's got 12. Now DiVincenzo. Here's Alexander Walker. Hits the three-point bomb. Alexander Walker's got the lead up to 7 now for the Timberwolves. Charlotte's gone outside a lot tonight. 17 times, in fact. 7 of 17. And Clark, here's a great guy to have in the rotation. Nickeil Alexander Walker.
Loved him in college. Loved his versatility, and I thought it would translate nicely to the NBA. Took him a minute to find his rhythm, but he's got great length, which makes him versatile defensively, and he can play with just about anybody because he's got good all-around offensive skills.
Here's Randall. Miles Bridges picking up that last basket. That shot, no good. 1:19 left in the third. Rebound, Minnesota. When this game is done, they'll be off to Chicago as they take on the Bulls. That will be a getaway game for them, a one-game road trip. A 3 for DiVincenzo. That's in, coming off an assist from Randall. Randall's got 3 assists tonight. There's a minute left to play here in the third. Bridges deciding where to go with it. Here's man, defended by DiVincenzo. Here's Bridges. It's the difficult fadeaway jumper. Bridges has got 19 points.
You know, he's got to be exasperated right now, fellas. I mean, playing excellent ball, but they're still losing.
And here's Randall. He's got 12. Over Williams. Randall no good.
Just not there from a rhythm standpoint right now. It's really eluding him.
Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Here's man. Ingles covering. Shot clock at 6. Miller with a screen on Ingles. Back to Nurkic. Tries again. Can't capitalize inside. And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. From beyond the arc, they've been absolutely tremendous. And we'll be back with you shortly. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Served him up a tasty room service dime right there, boy.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. He's clearly intent on wanting to lock in and make sure everyone's on the same page. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Hey, guys, here's what Chris Finch went over with his guys during the break. Now, Coach told his team, we're up. Take care of the ball. Don't give them the game. Playing smart basketball will clinch a victory for us. Guys?
Thank you, David. Hornets trail by 6. Conley and Edwards are the guards. McDaniels is out there with Miller. And it's Reed in at the center filling out the middle. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. Mann with it, over by Conley. Mann passes to Smith. Just 3 to shoot. Takes the 3. A three-pointer is right on target.
Steady from beyond the arc. Smith's improvement from there could really make him a dangerous player.
Now here's Conley. And here's Edwards from the arc. Rebound by Williams. Williams has got his 5th rebound in this one. Mann with it. He's against Miller. Smith. And it's McDaniels with the rebound. McDaniels got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Just over a minute played here in the 4th. Pass to Reed. Shoots over Nurkic. And he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops.
Off-ball preparation paying off for Reed. He was just waiting for that pass.
Mann with it. Now here's Nurkic, and the shot goes in.
And with his skill, Nurkic can score from anywhere on the court, but when you're 280, his skills probably better utilized inside.
Now here's Conley. Pass to McDaniels from past the arc. And with the rebound. Ball with it. Picked up by Edwards. Ball no good. Timberwolves leading by 3. Outside Edwards. Strong move inside by Edwards.
And we are seeing tonight why Edwards was selected first overall. Anthony has a special ability to score.
Pass the ball. And it's good off the back of the rim and in. Ball's got 24 points.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and Coach knows it.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride him as far as he can take it.
The shot by McDaniels, no good.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Back to Ball. To tie it up. Minnesota with the rebound. McDaniels got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Pass to Reed. Shoots over Nurkic. And, yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim. Reed's got 4 points in the quarter.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
Nurkic, the pass to Williams. Nurkic with it. Stolen by Conley. And now here comes Conley leading the break. Draws contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
Conley doesn't have an overwhelming body, but I tell you, good job that time taking the hit and finishing through it.
Brandon Miller, he's checked in for Charlotte. And that one falls for Mike Conley.
Yeah, he's one of the last quintessential pure point guards. Mike Conley, steady as they come, looks for others first. He wants to make passes before he scores. He's a guy you love to have as a teammate.
Now, here's Nurkic from 11 feet away. It's hauled in by Edwards. Timberwolves leading by 8. Let's go. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark.
They've been the better rebounding team by a healthy margin, but it hasn't been enough.
Yeah, you know, they're hustling and giving a good effort, that's for sure, but unfortunately, the execution has been lacking.
Now, here is Miller, following the miss by LaMelo Ball. Now, Miller, pass to McDaniels. It's Edwards on the wing. Just 5 to shoot. Inside, Edwards finishes strong.
Edwards flexing on them now, bully ball inside.
And here's Ball. He'll bring it up for the Charlotte Hornets. It's a 10-point game. Williams a screen on Conley. To halt the run. Minnesota with the rebound. Reeves got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Outside Conley. Releases. Rebound by Williams. Hornets trail by 10. 9 feet out. And the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim. Ball's got 26 points.
Well, I love the feel Ball has when he should pull up or pass or whatever decision he has to make. His pace is outstanding.
Now here's Edwards. The 15-footer. And the rebound by Nurkic. Nurkic has got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. There's Ball with the 3. Reed with the rebound. Reed's got 5 rebounds tonight. Edwards drives in. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Edwards got the lead up to 10 now for Minnesota.
On the front foot, attacking the defense. This is Anthony Edwards at his best.
Pass the Ball. From 11 feet away, and the jumper is on the mark. Ball's got 9 points now in just the second half.
Yeah, he's been hooping, but the rest of the team, not so much.
And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. And he wants to see some changes out there right away and right now. Both teams will make substitutions. The three for DiVincenzo. An absolute bomb from three-point range.
In perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
Now, here's Bridges. Williams a screen on Randall. For three, Bridges. Gobert pulls it in. Gobert's got rebound number 12 here already in the game. A baseline J. A shot by Alexander Walker, no good. Hornets trail by 11. Bridges outside. Beyond the arc. Basket number 8 is all good. He's attempted 12 shots.
Yes, sir. Bridges really asserting himself on offense, and when he's rolling like that, it gets his whole team fired up.
Here's Randall. Over Bridges. And it falls over the rim and in.
You know, it's encouraging to see Randall working on this shot. You can tell he wants to get better from there.
Floats it up for Williams. Got that one, and the Minnesota lead has been cut down to just 8 points on the bucket from Miller. Minnesota's gotten just 1 of 4 three-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth. And here's Randall. Hornets with the rebound. Here's Bridges. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Well, I tell you what, you got to like the aggressiveness there from Bridges because he forced the defense that time to commit the foul.
First one drops, and that narrows the gap to 7.
In addition to being a talented scorer, Bridges also gets a good amount of board work done, too. He's a terrific all-around player.
Edwards, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. Free throw is good from Bridges.
Wow, coming through for his team at the line and cutting this down to a very tight game.
Randall outside. For three, Edwards. Hornets with the rebound. Bridges has got 8 rebounds in this game. Outside, Ball. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Randall's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. It's to Gobert, and here's Edwards. And that one swishes right in. Edwards got 8 here in the quarter.
Tough guy to stop when he gets it rolling. Edwards always trying to gain momentum.
Ball against Edwards. And Ball gets double teamed. Out to Bridges. This one for 3. Gobert pulls it in. Minnesota leading by 8. Now here's DiVincenzo. Pass to Ingles. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
I mean, even from over here, you could see that one pretty clearly.
No question about it. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the officials.
And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss. He's able to hit the second one, and that will put them up by 9.
And not as productive a trip as you would like, but they're still in a pretty comfortable position.
And the Hornets call time here. They trail by 9. .46 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Took him no time at all on that one. Ball's got 30 points.
And not just the score. Miller can dish it as well, showing great vision on that play.
It's Edwards on the wing. Six on the shot clock. Fires the three. It's rebounded by Charlotte.
I think it's safe to call this one a wrap.
Yep, I agree with you. Chalk it up. W in the bag.
Ball from deep three-point territory. Can't drop the tough three-pointer. And so Minnesota takes the win. It was a fantastic ball game, and they did a great job making sure it didn't get away from them late.
Yeah, I mean, they faced some challenges, but really held firm when they needed to. On both ends, just effective in terms of coming away with this win.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much. Rudy, what did the bench do to help you get this win tonight?
They've been huge. You know, they brought us back in the game, and everyone contributed. You know, it wasn't an easy night for us at the beginning, but we kept fighting, and it's a big win for us.
And I'm sure you want to keep it going, man. Congrats. Back to you guys.
All right, David, thanks so much. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for being with us. And as we leave you, let's take a look at our player of the game, Anthony Edwards.